Alright, so we're here for game two. I won game one, and I decided I just took out the third goat for the ceasefire. I mean, ceasefire is a good Yu-Gi-Oh card. And this format's nice because like you can save your guys from cross out, stop their flip effects, and win with burn damage. So I mean, it's a pretty solid card. And ironically enough, although it's called goat control, scapegoat is mainly good against the more aggressive decks, not really as much the passive decks like my opponents. So I don't really think we need three. I did say he was taking a smoke break, so we'll see how quickly he does that. My side isn't particularly interesting. It's just some burn hate, some last turn hate, and just some random filler, basically. Nothing too special. And at least take a smoking break. Might as well take a bathroom break. So yeah, still waiting on my opponent to get back from his smoke break. And I mean, game one was 44, 45 minutes long, which is a pretty long time. I want to say hopefully this game will be shorter, but that would be a lie. I actually love long games. If you're playing GOAT format and the game doesn't last a long time, it's probably because someone got sacked. And sacks don't happen a whole lot, so it's kind of unfortunate when they do. I'd probably say the average GOAT game should take at least 25 minutes. I mean, we could have played a little faster, I'm sure. And there's also the fact that I could have won like 3 turns earlier, but chose not to. Alright, this is like a pretty long smoke break. Like, the gaming community has a lot of smokers. I don't know why. So like I'm well familiar with how long the average smoke break is. I'm pretty sure he's past that average, long past. He's probably at least like twice that average. I mean, all the pro smokers out there can correct me if I'm wrong, but a smoke break's like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe like 4 minutes max, maybe 5 minutes max. Alright, fine. His smoke break's been 5 minutes and 16 seconds. But, I mean, still clearly too long. And actually, it's a little longer than that, too, because I did start recording about a minute after he said he was taking his smoke break. I'm just saying. He even specified a quick smoke break, too. So to me, that would imply the length of an average smoke break, or less, because it's quick. So you'd think like a quick one would be like the shortened version of a normal one. I'm just saying. Oh, he's back. That was like a 8-minute smoke break. I'm not too happy, but at least he came back eventually. Alright, so this is... it's like an average GOAT hand. We got a cross out of Faith, a Spy. No Trinity, but it's got some playable cards. If he does, like, turn 1 delinquent me, I just hope he doesn't hit cross out. Because I enjoy my opponent not having face-down monsters. I don't know about you guys. Oh, he did have delinquent. After all that waiting, just to get delinquented. Jeez, and he hit the cross out too. I hate my life. The odds of delinquent hitting cross out are literally 1 in 40. 1 in 8 odds of opening the cross out. Or sorry, 1 of 8 odds in opening the delinquent. 1 in 5 of hitting the cross out. That's a 1 in 40 right there. Alright, well if he has like... God damn it. I wish I didn't open 3 monsters. Because now if he has set faith, I'm just gonna get destroyed. Even if it's set spy, I like still get... Yeah, jeez. I'm just too curious though. I had to find out what it was. This is certainly going to be an uphill battle, but I actually don't mind uphill battles. Those are the fun games. Well, at least I got my cross out. Everyone's happy. I'm just going to go ahead and attack the guard, because getting guard locked is not very fun. I lagged for a bit there. I wonder if he has cross out. I'm going to set the faith first. Because I'd actually just rather he cross out of the faith than the spy. Like I said, I kind of like it when all the faiths are just like out of the game and you just don't have to worry about them. That's just me personally. Well, there's my ceasefire. I'll have to use that carefully. In fact, I won't even set it because I don't want to have to use it until I know it's going to be detrimental. And I feel like he might even have the MST. He thought for a second at the end of my turn. I think he did at least. Made my opponent's really end phase goat. Okay. Geez, does he have heavy? I mean, I have book anyway, so it's all good. Because to clarify, the book versus, there is priority in 2005. However, what was I going to say? Yeah, there is priority, but TER has to remain face up to resolve. So if the effect is chain link 1 and I chain book, book resolves first, TER doesn't resolve. Because monsters cannot become equipped, cards cannot become equipped to face down monsters. You can only equip a card to a face up monster. Do I want book or cross out? Yeah, if I do get back the book, I'm not even going to set it. I'm not even going to set it because of because I think he has heavy. So I'm just going to get the cross out. It's weird. Sometimes it kind of makes me wonder whether they have heavy or not. Because like I feel like if he did have heavy, realistically he should have just set it and tried to pro heavy me, but he didn't. So that would make me think he doesn't have heavy. But like some people just don't try to pro heavy for whatever reason, so you just don't know. Well, hopefully I don't draw the second spy for my turn because I am going to flip it. Unless he just plays Metamorphosis again. I mean, why not? Why not? Yep, so that one's to bait the cross out. But little does he know I have a second one. Still no good call targets. It's kind of unfortunate. I'm actually not that behind now, because if you don't count the goats as cards, because like they really aren't. He's only ahead one card. Alright, let's see if it's that pro heavy. Maybe now he's gonna pro heavy. No, it wasn't pro heavy. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe he doesn't have heavy. Maybe he does and he just set call. Who knows? I'll never know. Unless they set a second. Then I'll find out very quickly if he has heavy or not. Ugh. Yeah, well, I kind of do want to protect the breaker by setting the mirror, but at the same time I want to set the ceasefire, so that way if he does heavy I can chain it for 1,000. Yeah, who cares? It's not the end of the world if my breaker dies. Breaker isn't worth protecting. He's expendable. Okay, he did have heavy. Can all rest assured. The heavy's gone. One time don't have Sinister. Okay, he doesn't have Sinister. Yeah, they both are spellcasters. How unfortunate. Let's draw Tsukiyomi. Yeah, he's not gonna have two guys attack into a mirror force. We'll just do this. Well, he's got nothing. I mean, I guess I'll just keep drawing and passing. I'm fine with that. I need to come back somehow. Well, that Jinzo's not going to help me anytime soon. What does my opponent have? Like, he really has no aggressive options at this stage? Well, he's got Reaper, I guess. I'm going to Mirror Force that and see how far it gets me. Well, no book, I guess. Just threw it in the grave right away. I like seeing that Sangan. I like seeing that a lot. Because as long as he doesn't go Tsukiyomi cross out, I'm going to search Sinister. And I love me some Sinister. It's like, do I go for Jinzo or Air Knight? It's like he hasn't used like Torrential Mirror. He has used like Torrential Mirror or Sakuretsu, so at this stage Air Knight seems a little risky. I guess the worst thing here would be, like, if I tribute for Jinzo main phase 2. He could go Snatch Attack, then I would go Meta TER, and then he books. That would kind of suck. Yeah, I think I just want to wait. Well, although we could like go DD Warrior Lady attack too. Yeah, we'll just tribute for Jinzo. I just want to get that Sinister ASAP. Something like Snatch Ring would also kind of... Oh well. I mean, I could Swords to like play around the Snatch. So I mean, here he's gonna meta. Now if he has ring, I really do lose. Okay, so he'll attack for 24. And Jinzo will be negated, so he can just ring it for game. I mean, I could have played differently, but sometimes you can't play around everything. At some point, you just have to pick. All right, I'm gonna play around these cards and not play around these. In this case, I decided to play around like DD Warrior Lady on my Sengen or like Tsukiyomi Crossout. At least I drew the book. So if he rings me, I can just book. Haha. God only knows if my Seed Fire is ever going to do anything. This is like the worst time to have a Seed Fire, when you're down on cards and down on life. I could like Seize Fire, then it would return to his hand and he could just do it next turn. So I'm just gonna book it. Alright, I'm just gonna have to see if I get there. I think this is probably gonna get destroyed. Yep. Oh well, it's gonna be fairly hard to come back now. Oh, and I forgot to get back my sister. Look at me. Yeah, I wasn't trying to cheat. My Air Knight just died so quickly I didn't even realize I summoned it. It's gonna be very hard to win this game. Even if I come back on cards, eventually he's gonna ring me, and I've already used all my books. So there is very little I'll be able to do. Well, let's see where his graceful gets me. Jeez, he's like almost dead. That's like a very absurd draw. He's used all 3 goats. Huh. He's used 1 cross out. There's not like a lot he could do other than snatch steal, really. Is there a reason to? I could summon the Reaper to get his last goat. I'm just thinking if it's strategic to do so. I think really the only thing I have to play around is Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal. Although we could have Suki and we cross out, but there's really no way for me to play around that. I'm going to use premature and call. And to use Storm. Yeah, at this point he literally has to have like MST Snatch or Breaker Snatch. That's like... His outs are MST Snatch, Breaker Snatch, Tsukiyomi Cross Out, and like I think that's it. Otherwise, I think I'd just win next turn, because like if he sets a monster, I cross out. I like summon Reaper. Well, I guess he's not. Yeah, he's technically not like stone dead. I would need to like draw a monster with 800 attack in order to actually guarantee the guarantee my win. And I didn't get there. I mean, I could like summon the Sinister, the Reaper, and like cross out, and then, well, I mean, I could cross out and attack. Just at least that way you can't like ring me free game. Not really a fan of getting ringed for game. If I even used my ring, I can also potentially draw a ring for a tie as well. Yeah, apparently not many of those. Only 3 left in the deck. I want like one of those, a scapegoat, a pot of greed, or like a ring or a snatch steal or something like that. So his odds are the same as before, pretty much, except now I can't ring you. I eliminated 1 out and gave myself a draw, basically. Yeah. I also have premature in my deck, but I don't have enough life. Yeah, I could summon Reaper and just go get a card. I could do that, and the next turn I could summon Sinister and kill him. You know what, maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just summon Sinister. That way if he summons Breaker and tries to kill me, I can Torrential and then have the Reaper to wall on. Sometimes you gotta think about stuff like this. It's hard, because he could have the Breaker. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to make that play. I have so many outs anyway. I just don't want to have to Torrential if he has Breaker. That would just be horrible. Question is, does he banish himself? And I think the answer is yes, you should banish itself. But whether he agrees is a whole nother story. Because I do have heavy and I'm not afraid to use it. Oh, he's not going to.